Hello everyone, my name is Putri Intan Adam binti Salim. For my individual assignment in the subject exporting and importing, I will be presenting the role of effective import-export management in global trade. Globalization has made international trade more important than ever. Businesses today are not limited by borders. They sell and source goods from all over the world. Import-export management helps companies manage this process by planning smartly, following laws, reducing risks, and ensuring smooth delivery. It plays a big role in helping multinational companies grow and survive in global markets. When companies sell products in other countries, they must follow different trade regulations. These rules can include safety standards, environmental law, and custom procedures. Following them, or what we call compliance, helps companies avoid fines and protect their brand image. For this, I will give you the example. Firstly is Toyota. They sell cars in Europe where there are strict environmental rules. Instead of seeing these rules as a problem, Toyota designed hybrid and electric cars that meet the carbon emission standards. This not only helped them comply with the law, but also give them a good reputation as an environmental friendly company. Another example is Protect and Gamble, or P&G. They sell personal care and cleaning products in Europe where chemical safety is taken very seriously. So P&G follows the REACH regulation, which is one of the strictest chemical laws in the world. This means they carefully choose their ingredient and follow proper labeling and packaging. It shows customers that P&G cares about health and safety. Transport and logistics are all about moving goods in a smart and cost-effective way. This includes choosing how to ship the product by sea, air, road, or rail, and making sure it arrives on time and in good condition. Good logistics also means working with distribution, tracking shipments, and managing stock levels. Nestle is a great example. As a global food company, they have to move items like dairy and chocolate. They use advanced technology to keep products at the right temperature and track them in a real time. This helps make sure their food stays fresh and reach customers safely. The next example is Tesla. These are large, expensive items that need careful handling. To reduce transportation time and costs, Tesla built factories called Gigafactories near major markets like China. They also make many of their own car parts instead of depending on suppliers, which gives them more control over their supply chain. Incoterms, or international commercial terms, helps buyer and seller understand their responsibilities in a trade deal. They explain who pays for shipping, who handles for custom, and when the risks shift from the seller to the buyer. Having a good trade contract that includes these terms makes business smoother and reduces misunderstanding. For example, Apple uses the term FOB, or free on board. This means their supplier in Asia is responsible for getting the goods to the port and loading them onto the ship. After that, Apple takes care of the rest: shipping, insurance, and delivery. This gives Apple more control over the logistics. Next example is Samsung. Samsung often uses the DDP term, which stands for Delivery Duty Paid. This means Samsung handles everything from shipping, custom clearance to final delivery. The buyer just waits for the product to arrive. It's more convenient for the customer, which gives Samsung an advantage in competitive market. Doing business internationally comes with many risks. These include things like natural disaster, political problems, supply shortage, and global events like the COVID-19 pandemic. Companies must prepare for these risks so they can continue operating during tough times. For example, Tesla faced a chip shortage during COVID-19. Chips are important for making cars, and without them, production stops. Instead of quitting, Tesla looked for new chip suppliers and even changed their software to work with different chips. This helps them continue producing cars while other companies were stuck. The next example is Toyota, known for its just-in-time system, faced problems during the 2011 Japan earthquake and again during COVID-19. They learned from this and start keeping extra stock of important parts and working with more suppliers. This helped them avoid big delays. The next is financial planning. Financial planning is also a key part of import-export. Companies must handle exchange rate, payment terms, trade financing, and total costs. If not managed well, they could lose a lot of money. That's why strong financial strategies are so important in global trade. For example, P&G sells products in many countries with different currencies. If one currency drops in value, they could lose millions. To avoid this, they use hedging tools like forward contracts that lock in exchange rate. This keeps their income steady. The next example is Apple. Apple uses a centralized treasury system. This means they manage their global money, like payment and reserve, from one main office. This gives them better control and helps them get better rates from banks, saving them a lot of money. Next, I will give you Toyota. Toyota benefits from free trade agreements like the Japan-Thailand partnerships. This deals lower taxes on exported cars. Toyota also uses a letter of credit to make sure they get paid properly when selling internationally. In summary, import-export management is very important for global companies. It involves following international rules, managing transport and logistics, using trade contracts wisely, handling risks and planning finances. Companies like Toyota, Tesla, Nestle, Apple, Samsung and P&G show us how strong strategies in these areas can lead to success in the international market. That's all from me for this individual assignment presentation. Thank you.